tavern that people of Marcone's ilk are likely to be present at. The place is not as official as last time. You notice that there's a much smaller percentage of people that look on the up and up, and Marco sort of stands looking on the up and up as an anomaly amongst it all. And now you as well, but they don't seem to pay you any mind.
I head up to the bar counter, get myself a beverage of the alcoholic kind, sit down at one of the tables.
Whoa! Look who it is! Happy to have you join us tonight. Don't mind all the hustle and bustle. Things are kicking off tonight, apparently.
Yes, I can see this.
Don't know why. Don't really care. But you're here for some training stuff, huh? Let's see.
Yes.
He grabs like one of the knives on the table and just starts twirling it. You know the deal. Out into the courtyard. Let's see if that time out in the forest has made you any faster, huh? Life and death situations tend to do that.
Thank you for the instruction.
Not a problem. Not a problem at all. It's a fair deal, isn't it? So, think fast. Make ready a dexterity saving throw. As he chucks the kitchen knife at you. It's not a kitchen knife, steak knife at you. You duck out of the way. There you go. Well, don't worry. And he opens up his, sort of coat, revealing a number of tucked away knives. Plenty more knives where that came from. But don't worry, not at you. He just begins sort of just as if he's playing with darts.
This is actually how my mother trained me, by throwing knives at me.
I like your mother then.
Her name is Daria. You may have heard of her before.
I doubt that. I might be a scribe. I don't know much. I can just write real good.
Fair enough.
Real well. My bad.
I see what you did there.
He holds out like a fan of knives, like handle-wise, to you. Take 2 of those and try to cut me.
Okay.
Just get me anywhere.
I start attacking.
Roll to attack.
Alright, so it's I am proficient with daggers if I recall. Yeah,
these
all
are
weapons. All the weapons.
You're a fighter, yeah, all weapons. It should just be literally, what am I proficient with? Yes.
So what is it? So it's Dex
plus
Prof.
Yeah. They're not enchanted or anything. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You gotta tag me at least 5 times. You got 24 seconds. Gotta love the extra attack. You tag him once. All the other times it's like watching Wing Chun. Where he just blocks, deflects the blades away and stuff like that. But there was a time where you cut through his sleeve and some blood is there. There you go. Now you're getting into it. Come on, keep going.
5 more?
5 more. 4 more attempts, and you have 3 more rounds to do so. Woo! 1 more. Ooh! Ooh! More blood gets spilled on the ground, but Marco doesn't really seem to care. Okay. He holds up. That was a lot faster than I was expecting. He looks at all like the cuts he has on his like arms and on his his sides and stuff like that. Even one that you got like where his neck meets his shoulders. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. He reaches onto his person and pulls out some knives with him. All right. Now, don't let me do the same to you. Block as best you can, but while you're doing it, look at how I'm keeping the momentum. And he's like starts like sort of moving his arm, like wiggling it back and forth, like making this sort of like infinity shape.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind how I'm trying to keep the momentum going. Unrelenting, huh? Be like one of them saints. I'm not gonna make him roll like another 15 times or something. That being said, roll me your perception or insight, one or the other.
Where is the thing? Oh, there it is.
Okay, good. You learned the lesson quickly. Yeah, you focus on as to what he was describing, like how he's keeping the momentum. And you notice that he actually... You notice this as he cuts you the first time, that one thing has blood on it. He actually switches weapons like as he's fighting you. And then he's kicking off a bunch, like a bunch of dust and dirt gets kicked off in the night. Still illuminated by torchlight, don't worry. He fights more akin to like a rabid animal than like a trained fighter. Definitely not the manner you learned, but you definitely pick up what he's putting down when he's talking about trying to keep the momentum. And he keeps the momentum doing any means necessary. Even things that make him lose footing and stuff like that. And there are a couple of times where you capitalize on this, but it seems like he's used to having people capitalize on it and just does something different. So basically, you call his double bluff, but he has a triple bluff. And you wonder if he has something to counter that as well. Simple experience. But nonetheless, you don't get butchered up terribly much. You have a bunch of small cuts on you. 1,000 cuts, one might say. Not actually 1,000. Maybe later. And you're bleeding relatively profusely before he takes a step back and just lets go of the two daggers, and they drop into the earth. All right. Got your blood pumping?
Yes.
1 cent. He pulls out 2 more daggers from on him. And he just throws one over to you. You have both your hands filled. You let go of one and catch it. You notice this one is slightly bigger. Drop the other one. Or keep it. Up to you. You can start twirling it. Like one person would do
as
like
instructed. I drop the other one.
One last hit. No fancy tricks. He says this while doing a bunch of knife tricks. Like, no fancy tricks. Just see.
I observe his feet.
Dash at each other. Roll to hit. Oof. I woke up Tango with that oof. I'm sorry, child. Sorry. Hey, he's attacking my foot now! Tango is displeased. You rush in to attack, and then he catches your arm. And then... so close, yet so far. Shoves you away. Come on! I know you got adrenaline pumping in you. One more time. Keep going. Until you collapse or I do. No tricks. Come on! Make me another attack roll. Oh!
Action surge.
Oh! Oh! You old list of crits. They both hit. Yeah. 3 1s to 11 20s. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
He catches your arm once again, and then to which you let go of the knife. Some real fucking Game of Thrones shit here. Just kidding. Game of Thrones got for somewhere else first. Rip off ours. You let go of it and catch it in your other hand. To which he then lets go of his knife, lets it fall out, and catches it. Grapple each other. And then you leg sweep him. You both fall, and then you hold the blade to his neck. There you go. There you go. You get up off him. I'm assuming you offer him a hand up.
Yes, I do.
See? Now you get it. There's no such thing as no tricks. There's always a trick. But it's always better to have it be your tricks.
The road has always been my... What is the word? Mentor. But bandits and hoodlums can only take you so far.
No one ever gives them a proper education. They fight dirty, yeah, but it's a dirty that they just grow familiar with. They grow complacent. No. You need someone like me. Someone actively, aggressively fighting dirty.
I thank you for these lessons.
Not a problem. Not a problem. He looks up at the sky at the moon. You should probably get back soon, by the way. I don't know what's going down tonight, but apparently something is. And I doubt you want to be out in the streets. I don't think you'll get caught in by it, but just in case. Yeah. Hang off that troll friend of yours, huh?
I will take your advice.
Oh. Ding! Flips you over a platinum piece. Enjoy whatever drinks on me, yeah?
I shall.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Craggy to patch me up.
I needed this more than I realized. You have my gratitude.
It's nothing. I think everyone could use a little bit of bloodshed and adrenaline pumping. Certainly did the case for me. Imagine what I could do for others, huh?
Yes, I think I shall leave these to heal naturally. They will be good reminders.
Yeah, scars tend to do that. But I gotta go to work tomorrow, and they'd be wondering a lot of shit.
Yes, this is true. I shall not keep you any longer. Good night, and thanks again. I head back to Ian's.
Head back to Ian's abode. See, sitting there, sipping at some tea is Dinless, Ian's head of house, head of servants. She's sort of by candlelight. Welcome back.
Thank you, Dinless.
She has like some just basically the entire tea set that she just brought out. Not really caring. It's just easier to take it when on the cart. Would you care for some?
Yes, I would. Thank you.
Pour you some.
Oh,
I heard you're from the Dawn Peninsula. Is that true?
It is. Well, I grew up on the peninsula, then spent most of my adult life in the exchange. Also, do let me know if I'm bleeding too much on the floor.
It wouldn't be anything new, dear. You're fine. one of the merchants I saw was selling this tea, which apparently is from the Dot Peninsula, so I decided to pick it up. Let me know how it is.
I would love to. I'd give it a... First, I'd sniff the dry leaves. I'd...
It's familiar. You can't quite place from where, though, but it smells familiar.
It reminds me of something, but I do not know what.
Funny. It gives me that same sense. Sips at it. A nostalgic sort of tea, I suppose.
It is as... it has been a nostalgic evening.
Oh?
Yes. Are you familiar at all with the peninsula, then?
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid I spent most of my life in Silphol. And here.
A complicated place.
Complicated for some, no doubt.
I have had cause to think of home. I think of things I have had. I take a sip of the tea.
Despite how breezy and cool it is on the bay, this sort of slaps you with a sense of dry heat. Familiar. And after that initial taste, the aftertaste hits, and it's like drinking cool, fresh water after having gone through such a hot and intense and dry day. It doesn't actually taste like any sort of, any tea or, herbal flavors, but just pure water.
Oh, that is refreshing. Oh.
Good to see you enjoying it as much as I have.
He would stare down into the teacup for a bit.
See some tea leaves.
Would you like to hear a story?
The entire time you've known Dinla, she's not particularly a woman of expression. But during this instance, she does get a warm smile on her face. Certainly.
I would tell her how I came to meet Khalil and how I built a life and fortune for myself in the exchange. And just tell her what my everyday was like before I came to the, Drifters Bay.
A severe fall from grace, it seems.
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear this. You and the young lord, she looks at the walls of the courtyard, have that in common, it seems.
A sad thing to share with someone. But it is not all bad. I have learned many things. Things I did not see. It is difficult to see people when all you have in your eyes is things that glitter.
He has a smirk at that. I personally don't care for gems and things like that, I'm afraid. She looks out of the entryway that leads into Ian's abode. You can see out of it the bay itself. The only thing that shines in my eyes is the sea.
It certainly does, yes. You know, I think perhaps I was meant to come here and see these people and learn things. Stubborn as she is, Sandra has shown me the merits of conviction. Rajin, on the other hand, is firm in his belief. He reminds me to never forget my compassion. Shows me how important it is. And Aminius, well, he is the one who opened my eyes. See? Samuel and Weiss. Especially now that he is injured, they are young. They are full of life. Seeing him bleed reminded me of that, and Weiss reminds me every day. With her words and actions, carefree. It is like this tea. It is refreshing. Varric and Abigail, well, they remind me of myself, and I've already told you that story.
She reaches on somewhere, pocket on her person. She produces a pocket watch. Well, goes the pocket watch. May you find what you're seeking and return back to your fortune. On this day, she gets a smile of St. Leon's Day, the Redeemer.
I would make a sign, but I do not know how to do it.
She just does the thing that you saw Varric do earlier, using two fingers to sort of make like a heart shape that transitions to like sort of like a teardrop. To you, it looks more like an hourglass, but close enough.
Yeah, I'll mimic it. Thank you for the tea and the company.
Yeah, which means putting things away. Yes, it is quite late. When shall your fellows be arriving back?
This is a very good question.
Well, you're the first one back.
If you would like to sleep, I can sit and keep watch.
Would you like for me to brew more tea?
I will never say no to tea.
I will be back then. You still have some left in yours. You look out the archway that leads in here at the sea and sip at it. Think about the seas that surround the exchange as well as the Dawn Peninsula. The sea here seems just a bit brighter. And thus, you await. Tango! Alright. So, I believe, is there anything else you'd like to do? Tenno.
Not right now. We can switch to the others first.
Alright. Well, feel free to begin inputting advanced fighting style flurry into your sheet.
Ooh,
and before we get to the other group, we're going to take a 5-minute break, because